guys, still the last day of June. Just want to do a little tiny walkabout right outside the house, and they're really moving on this house here. How they're doing this. They're really doing something over here. They straightened out all these uprights. They got a really good foundation down there. They put the gravel in. They're pouring concrete today, and they're really moving right along. And they got brought all their sand in to mix their cement. But trucks have been coming in steady all morning. Now these fellas here, they're going to start a new one over here. This is just this morning that they started. They had the sand in here the other day, but now they're putting the lot separator up and getting everything where it's going to be. A lot of the stuff just came in this morning. All this block 25, lot 6, and there's looks like lot 7. So two more are going to go up. Here's this one. They're still working on. They're cooking. They're putting up a lot of houses today. I'm gonna cut through here. I don't think we're gonna get too many snakes in here. I did see some like field mice and stuff in here, but no snakes so far. Until I get bit, I guess. There's a power cable. Gotta watch that. Yeah, they're getting this one up. See, they've got their water for mixing their cement, mortar. They're working, and then Coco's over there on that one. They're moving right along. I tell you what, these guys. These block guys, they don't seem to mess around very much. They get in here and they get their stuff done. These little places, it's too bad they're going to tear these out. I'd have loved to got this one right behind my house. I'd have took the curb out and knocked the wall out and made a garage on one side and a little shop on the other. You know, like a garage. That's what it would have been. That would have been great. But it's already sold, and they'll be tearing it down. More workers coming in. But yeah, I really get a kick once they get rolling. They really work, and I'm glad Coco's out here working. Good morning. And there are these guys that are working here. They're all pretty friendly guys, which is real nice. That's what's going on today around the hood. Little bit of a walkabout for you guys. Really enjoying watching how they're doing this. Something else I wanted to say about the bike too. I had talked earlier about how it was missing when you'd get like in third gear and give it some gas, it would miss. Well, I took the car out last night for the first time in I don't know how long, and we got gas at the same place at the Shell station. The light came on, so I just put 500 pesos in it for now because we weren't planning on using it a whole lot. And same thing happened on the car. I was got up in higher gear and just gave it a little bit of gas, and it missed. So it could be that we're getting bad gas, but when they get this in their first service, they're going to clean the carb and all that. I'm probably going to get a net, one of those nets in here for the gas as you pump the gas in. But still, you know, we've got 335 kilometers on this little puppy, and let's see. Look at all the gas in there yet. I got lots of gas yet. It says right on here that it's like the down here on the bottom super gas saver. And I'm telling you the truth, this thing is very thrifty on the fuel. You know, it's a bare bones cycle. There's nothing you don't need on it. And the brakes, I love the brakes on it. They're working great. No hydraulic line or anything like that. It's just cable. I got to get these cables greased up. I'd like to get some lithium and squirt lithium in there. Same way with the speedometer cable. It's on the front wheel. So if I do change the sprockets, it's not going to change anything in the speedometer, which is a good thing. Real good thing. So far, just the one time I put the phone with this little I forget which one I used, but to check your speed, and it was it pretty much was within a mile or a kilometer per hour of what it said on the phone. So the speedometer on this thing's pretty accurate, and it was just a little tiny bit slower than what I was actually doing, which I guess that's a good thing. But we're really loving this bike. I'm hoping that that's all it is. It's just I got some bad gas. I don't think I'll go to Shell anymore. The car, when it gets down pretty low, I'm going to fill it up probably with some Petron or something like that. And this with the shifting thing, the little bit of problem I'm having with that shift is you really got to make sure it's in. It's like the dog isn't sliding it over far enough. And you got to hit it twice to make sure it's in sometimes. Even, you know, it could help it out with the oil, with the synthetic oil. I know a lot of people say, oh, you can't use synthetic oil on a bike. Well, you have to buy the synthetic oil that's for a bike. You can't put car synthetic oil in a bike or your clutch will start slipping all over the place. You know, and some folks don't know that yet. I've also heard people say, oh, you put a synthetic in and it'll start leaking and all. Yeah, on the old cars. I mean, on my old 50 Plymouth, I would have never put synthetic in there because the seals will leak. They're not designed for it. You know, even a lot of the new oils, you get some of these older cars and you start putting the new oils in them, and they will. You know, they're not designed for it. Plus, people put oil that's too thin in them. My old Plymouth that I ran, I had a 51 for many years. The motor was pretty worn. I put 2050 in that one and ran that pretty much all the time, and then 1040 in the winter. And it didn't really burn any oil. And just a good car. Now it was an older model that had the slinger in there. There was no rope seal going around the motor like my 50 had. It was one that had the slinger, so it always marked its spot. They all leaked, every one of them, because it just was like a little fan thing that blew the oil back into the pan. And when you parked them, they always dripped. I used to have to I had a big pan, a big aluminum, like a baking pan that I used to put underneath it. I kept it right in the boot. And they don't have a trunk, they're called a boot. And that was a great car. I had that for years and years, and then I had that a 50, had a 54 Dodge too, and just fantastic buggies. Dang thing got 20 miles to the gallon all the time. Didn't matter if you were going uphill or downhill. It's just what it got. So, and this thing, I think about the older buggies when you get this, because this is as old school as you're going to get. No kill switch anywhere. No tack. Now I did see some of the older models have a tack on them. I guess this was a price reduction thing. I am going to adjust this, move it down one, because it's too hard to get my big foot underneath here. You know, to get underneath that thing, and that might raise the back one up a little bit so I can kick my heel over to get it kicked up. I never really had those on the Honda 750 with the floorboards. It had the heel toe shifter, but I personally myself, I never really used it. It was the only bike I had other than this one. Now my TMX Honda 150 I had the it had the heel toe, but there again I never really used it. Just was one of them things. I just don't use them. But this one I might have to bend it out a little bit. it looks pretty easy to do. But when I adjust it down one, it might help it out and make it a little bit easier for me to shift the thing, and that might help it go positively into fourth gear better, because I'm having to really arc my foot to try to get it up, and that could be part of the problem too. It could just be me, but we'll see. It's a fantastic little bike. It's going to need a bath here pretty soon. Probably put some wax on it for the headlight. No problems with the lights on it at all. The headlight is fantastic once I got it adjusted where I wanted it. The way it came from the factory, it was too high. I got it so I could see out front, and when you put the high beam on it, it's great. I never was one for like the super white light like you see a lot of these vehicles. I like that little bit of yellow. I also have that inside the house here with my lights. If you kick them on the first time, they're the white light, they're LED, and then if you kick them on the second time, they're a real nice yellow. I also got some in our little chandelier that's going to be over the table when it should be here tomorrow. That's got the flame thing on it. They're mixing their concrete over there, but it's got these little flame bulbs. I had them out on my porch, and then I put them here, and it looks really nice. Like if it's kind of like a candlelight dinner deal. And I can't find it. I have one more. I can't find it. It's in a box somewhere still. But this is all going today. We got our. They said tomorrow they're going to be delivering the table, chairs, and then our coffee table. It's going to be a box, but it's a coffee table. And then this has all got to go so we can get through. I'm thinking of giving them. I want a piece of wood for right there. I think I'm going to do that table that you can lift up when you need it and then fold it out of the way when you don't. And that's how we're going to do that. So what do you say? You want to do the honors? Yes or no?
Don't forget to pray for us. This is Riksha out. Bye-bye.
That's my baby girl. We'll see you guys.